Newburyport's Custom House was constructed in 1835. It was built by Robert Mills. Robert was an accomplished architect. He was considered to be the first American architect. He also worked on the Washington Monument and the U.S. Treasury Building. The house was overseen by the Architects of Public Buildings under Andrew Jackson. The house's style is Greek Revival. Although the style was originally from England, it soon became popular in the United States by the 1830s. The building's original architecture was completely fireproof, with the ceiling vaulted in brick. The ceilings and its cantilevered staircases represented its indestructibility. The Newburyport Custom House was among the few buildings erected in the United States before 1850. The building was made by the U.S. government in order to house the offices of a branch of the U.S. Treasury Department, the Newburyport Custom District. The house's primary uses were to build revenue for the nation and to facilitate growing overseas trade and tax collection of imported goods on the waterfront. In order to successfully trade and import and export goods, the house had to lie in close proximity to the waterfront. Today we can see they made this possible. The Custom House lies only a short distance from the water. Now the pathway that leads us to it is called Custom House Way. On the waterfront, the surveyor of the house recorded every ship that came into and left the port. In 1968, the Newburyport Redevelopment Authority acquired the building and still maintained that ownership. Today, the Custom House Maritime Museum is managed by the Newburyport Maritime Society, since it was founded purposely for restoring the Custom House. When leased to the society, they renovated and restored the house to its 1870s appearance and converted it into the museum that it is today. The house is complete with 3 exhibits and several galleries. Among these are the Mausoley Gallery, the Brown Gallery, the Collector's Office, the Baker Gallery, the U.S. Coast Guard Room, and the Research Room. Each room full of various artifacts, photographs, and objects collected over the years. Some of these objects include a bill from the 1700s, a whale tooth, a European ship model made of an unknown bone, various objects of unknown origins, a feng shui dial, a compass from the ship Jenny M. Carter, and a framed bag with the embroidery commemorating the sinking of the Pocahontas.
Shoot an apple off my head.
People also visit the house to discover the abundant heritage of Newburyport, the birthplace of the Coast Guard.
Come out upon my seas, curse missed opportunities. Am I a part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? Singing you.
However, when it was first opened, it was much more than that. Newburyport was the eastern seacoast's first major commercial port. During the first century of American independence, Newburyport was a center of international trade. As wealth came in from every exotic trip, every level of the town's society was enhanced. This gave the town a greater affluence. It was an honor to be chosen to work at the house. At the time, it was also a federal customs house, important for collecting taxes. The jobs were often highly paid and only given to those who were politically gifted. The house was a meeting place. People could learn about what was going on in the world. The captains coming off their vessels into the port were able to inform the public. They told tales of what they had seen on their journeys. This way, the public understood the latest fashion, art, and cultures. Although the house is full of maritime heritage, the whole story of Newburyport's Custom House is yet to be told. Newburyport's Custom House Maritime Museum only gives a sample of the culture and history that lies within the town.